Um, Something different. We haven't been around for a while. Guess we've just been staying busy with our lives.
Yeah, like it just is waiting for global voodoo.
I don't know. It's just
So I don't know.
I don't know. Well, we'll do this here and see what happens.
Let's
We'll have to see. You never know what Here's the problem: is the YouTube. They censor things every
notifications.
day. They shadow ban things,
Okay, now we go. There we go.
and it's uncontrollable, right? Like
Now I've got it.
you're in the zone,
I'm in the
but no,
zone.
it's a reality.
My
It's a freaking
goodness.
reality
Hello, landstrike picker.
of what YouTube does. Like
Yeah.
there's great things about YouTube, but there's shitty things about YouTube, right? Like they literally just like censor people for no reason,
Yeah. It's a
or
little
no,
bit
there's a
crazy.
reason, and then when you get the
Well,
reason, you're
whatever
like,
their reason
yeah, you're like, dude, really,
is.
really? I mean,
Whatever that is.
and don't take this the wrong way, but it's like everybody wants cookie cutter stuff now on YouTube. If you're a little bit edgy, you're a little bit forward, or a little bit like just down to
Well,
freaking earth.
well, if you don't fit into their mold,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because Facebook's been doing that too. Like
Yeah,
everywhere,
Twitter.
Twitter,
Yeah,
everywhere, they're censoring everybody. And
and the thing is, it's like we experienced this 2 years ago. Our whole remember we got banned. We couldn't do any lives
yeah, yeah, we got it for a while.
because I swore, right, and they banned me for I think it was like 8 months.
It got crazy. It got totally crazy.
But like looking at it now, it's like YouTube. Okay, YouTube is YouTube. You can make videos. You can watch videos, right? You can explore YouTube and
YouTube's such a great platform for a lot of things. It really
yeah.
truly is, right? Like, I don't know. Like, okay, so for example, we had a toilet problem. Okay, like our toilet was like constantly running and like we were having these problems. So we like turned the water off, right? Just like forget it. We've got another bathroom. We're just going to use that one. So finally it was like, okay, we need to get like, we got spoiled, right? Having a second bathroom. So we're like,
And now I'm not one of these people that when it comes to
Mike's
mechanic
not
stuff,
exactly mechanically inclined,
I
y'all.
can't do it. So
Okay.
I watched this video, blah blah blah. I dialed it in, you know.
So yeah, so but what my point was that okay, so we go to the store, right? We go to Home Depot, and we're like, okay, we're gonna get the stuff to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, well, we don't know exactly which part it is, so we said, you know what? Let's just replace the whole kit, right? And it says easy installation, like
Yeah,
14 minutes.
the video was like 2 minutes.
So it said we recommend you watch the video first. So we get on YouTube, we
Yeah.
watch the video because that was kind of the platform that the company had. When we're at the store, we had two choices. One for 1997 and one for 21.97.
And you did the right thing. Why?
I did. I said, Mike, we are going to pay the $2 more and get the
buck it
made
up.
in America.
You gotta buck it
Because
up.
the higher price one by $2 was made in America. But I said, hey, we're guaranteed to get directions in English. So I'm not
Yeah.
sure what the other directions
Well,
might be.
there's a girl doing the video, and next thing you know, it's like she's done in 5 minutes, and I'm like, what? I must be stupid.
Yeah, this girl's like just killing it, right?
I got the toilet out. I'm in the backyard. I
So
mean,
Mike's
it's getting
getting
crazy.
it going, and then all of a sudden here, okay, Kim, can you come over here? I need like a second pair of hands. Okay, no problem. I'm in there making chocolate chip cookies. I'm like, that's okay. Hold on, let me get the cookies out of the oven. I'm coming over. So, and that's where things went a little bit awry. And so, what my point was though was that YouTube is a great platform because we were able to watch other people who were maybe experiencing a little bit of difficulties.
Yeah, it's amazing for that, and it's amazing to learn. Like, it's an amazing platform, but unfortunately for people like us, it's they've literally shit on us. Like,
so, yeah.
it's that bad. And I've been in contact with Google and all these people, and there's no explanation other than, well, I'll just be honest. Maybe you're just not right for our platform.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was told. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I got 8 million views. That means nothing to anybody, right?
No, none of that means anything.
And this channel had some AdSense, this is that, and I hinted about this in earlier videos along months ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, listen, you know what? Because it's that old saying: why does somebody keep doing something if there's no gain?
Well,
if there's no momentum, if there's nothing forward, right?
Yeah, like the definition of crazy is to do the same thing over and over again.
So that's where I've been struggling with lately. Like, why should I keep doing YouTube? And it's taken me to the right now, this moment, to say, you know what? I need to go back to who I was and why I did it.
Well, and that's a great. that's a great segue actually to a lot of the questions that I'm getting in the chat right now.
Yeah.
I'm using my phone to see the chat because I can't see it
All
on
right.
Mike. It comes up too quickly on Mike's phone. A lot of people have been wondering where we were, where we've been. We have taken some time off, and
But the time,
you
it's
know,
okay.
we we
The time
showed
off is
we
from
showed up
YouTube.
on we showed up on Deldon's channel a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago. We did he asked us if we'd do an auction with him, so we did. But so let's kind of maybe explain, because a lot of people have wondered and they've reached out to us personally on Messenger and things like that.
It's just, it's frustrating
So
to here's the problem, right? To go from one point in time, right?
yeah,
And people are they're showing the videos, they're doing this, that, right? And then all of a sudden they don't show the videos, and then there's hate. There's a lot of this, and we're not going to get into too much detail about all of it tonight. But the problem is that at some point in time, after I don't know how many years we've been on here,
long
is they said,
time.
listen, we got to stop.
Well, our kids were so little. I mean, when we started, I think Maddie was in 4th or 5th grade,
Yeah, and she was holding a camcorder up.
Yeah, and she's 19
a
now.
camcorder.
So it's been a long time. So here is why we took a little bit of a break from it. There were a few things. First of all, we needed to take a step back from everything and kind of just focus on our family for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you guys are our family, right? You have been in our lives since our kids were pretty small, since the Illinois days.
It's
when
scary
you
to
did
think
Morning
about.
Cup of Joe.
It's scary to think about how much we've put ourselves out there, right?
Right.
And then go, okay, you know.
And you've been through a lot with us, and we've shared that with a lot of you, really. You know, not everything, of course, but.
Yeah. And it's, you know, and here's the thing, too. I'll be honest. Like, 2 years ago, right, there's videos flown every other day, almost every day. And then we stopped. I stopped, and I got sick.
Yeah.
I think I was the first COVID patient.
I know, it might have been. It might have been.
I was on the couch for 3 months. Went to a doctor. They said, you know what? I don't know.
It's some unknown respiratory disease, or respiratory illness. But so that's part one. We needed to stop. We need to take a step back. Anthony's a senior. He's going to be He's going to be graduating hopefully in December. You know, Maddie's kind of off. Yeah, early.
Graduating early.
He's going to, Maddie's off living her life. And so we kind of wanted to take a little bit of a step back and say, whoa, like life is moving really fast personally for us. We need to just kind of like, whoa, like get our heads back in the game.
We've been working.
Right.
I know this garage doesn't look like much, but you'll see in future videos of what was going on before.
We've been buying storage units. We've done some garage sales. We've done like a whole bunch of things that we're going to talk about.
The reselling's never stopped. The grind has never stopped.
Siv says like since the Zuzu Pet days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Our kids
that's
were
early,
small,
dude. Who said that comment?
Sivs.
Wow, that's old school. That's like 12 years ago.
Way old. I think maybe even more than.
I'm telling you, that was
maybe Maddie was about 7.
That was the first retail arbitrage video.
It really
it didn't exist.
It really was.
That was Jason Zuzu Pets.
And so, the next thing came that as we were taking this step back and sort of reevaluating our lives and, all of that, we started reevaluating YouTube.
Yeah.
And we started really reevaluating things because, Mike has made mention of this before. Yeah, there was a time that we were making good money off of AdSense and, decent money and things like that. And due to censorship and some other things that is no longer the thing. We don't make money off of AdSense really anymore.
There's no money. There's no money being made on
No.
future videos and Global Voodoo. It's done. It's over.
And so we started thinking
that's not like it's like, oh my God, I'm disappointed with that.
Well, I mean,
it's
it's
sucks,
sad.
but
It's sad that we've been on so long and there's just nothing there. But that's,
But the thing is, and that's why I decided, like, all right, and I wrote down some topics and we're moving forward, is that let them do that.
Yeah.
Because this I want to be who I always was.
Yeah.
And just come out freely.
Mr.
And just talk
Sadie
freely.
put the Morning Cup of Joe song in there. He made the Morning Cup of Joe song.
Yeah, he
Mr.
played guitar.
Sadie did.
Cool.
Yeah. So
really cool.
We started really thinking, is YouTube, the way that we have been doing it, worth it? Is it worth it? What do we do? And as we did that, it kind of came back to, when were we happiest with YouTube? Not money-wise, like when was Mike happy doing YouTube videos and doing it? And it came all the way back,
Yeah.
full circle,
Totally, to the beginning.
to the morning cup of Joe days. That's what it came back to, because that was when Mike was more himself, right? He felt comfortable. He had like his little talk show, you know, and
And that's what I want to do. It's like, when you look at these things, right? There was money. There was lots of money. I mean, I should probably make a video about how much money we've made on YouTube with 8 million views, right? And very little subscribers.
yeah.
But what moving forward now, if there's money, there's money, right? But at the end of the day, I'm not concerned about the money. I don't want to. I don't.
No, because at
I
first,
want to do
right,
what I want to do.
if you think back to all those days, that was the kind of the very beginning of getting like the money, the AdSense. Like you wanted to be like YouTube famous kind of thing, you know?
See,
Like that was not you personally, just in general. Like that was kind of, it was the up and coming platform for that kind of thing at the time. And, you know, Justin Bieber had gotten discovered off of YouTube and that
Mhm.
sort of thing. So,
Now, do you like Justin Bieber? Let's
I
just
do
get into
like
that.
Justin Bieber.
Because I got some Bieber gear. I'll be wearing soon,
Mike-
guys. You'll see
Mike's-
me wearing the Bieber.
Mike's a believer.
I am a believer. But no, it's
But
things have
it went
changed.
back, you know, and so it was one of those things that it was like, okay, and it was really cool when there were like 10 subscribers and 20 subscribers and whatever. And it was, you know, it's like that feeling. You're like, oh, okay, you know, more people are watching.
I'm somewhat accepted, I guess.
Yeah,
I
people
guess.
like this.
people understand
Okay,
this.
we'll keep going, you know. And so those of you that have been there since Zuzu Pet days, you know, you've seen this channel really evolve and move and change. And the more it's changed and evolved, the less happy Mike's become.
Yeah,
To be
honestly,
honest
it's,
with you.
it's
The less
when
the
these
less
videos
happy.
when these videos gone viral, then you're hearing people's problems, and you're like, dude, that's crazy, right? Why would you say that? Like, people are nasty. I
Oh,
get
yeah.
it. I totally get it, right?
People
and
are
it's an-
keyboard
and
warriors,
it's an-
for sure.
It's amazing that you can just sit there, and I've never really done that. Like, to be like, all right, dude, yeah, F you, or you're. There was a comment I just got, and it was like, Mike, you're doing storage units the wrong way, because you're not a good storage unit buyer unless you shit in the unit and leave it for the
Yeah,
facility.
like,
I'm
what
like,
was that?
and this was like at 3 a.m. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You're
So-
watching my video at 3 a.m,
Yeah.
and you're leaving this comment for me,
Which is
telling
like
me that
dumb.
you're just gonna shit in a unit. Like, I mean, it doesn't make any sense in the world.
So, anyway, long story short, we've kind of come to this conclusion that it really needs to come full circle,
Yeah.
and it needs to come back to those quote unquote talk show days, like the morning cup of Joe type
here,
days.
yeah, there's gonna be a lot more of this coming here. Maybe Kim, tonight's a special night. Kim's joining, right? She's joining, right? I thought about doing this for 3 days. I'm like, and I got things I'm gonna talk about here, but this is where I feel comfortable at, and we've got a lot of videos, guys. I mean, a lot of videos being pumped out here soon. But there's nothing, and I'll talk about this at the end of this video. There's nothing that I'm really looking for, okay? Just like I did when I first started this channel. It was about, hey, do you know these hats can sell? I mean, all that stupid shit now that's like, that's so common. Like, yeah, I know. You see these titles of these videos. I found the holy grail at the thrift store, and they hold up some $30 hat. It's like, cool, dude, that's cool. People are making money. People are watching the reselling life of it. But what's going to happen here is there's going to be reselling life, and there's going to be, how would you even call it, talking points? There'll be talking points. There are going to be a lot of different structure that maybe if you're just coming for reselling, you're going to get reselling information.
Yeah.
But you're also going to get some other thoughts and processes out of my small little brain.
So that's kind of where
something
we
new,
are
something
at.
different, and it'll be polished. Wait till you see it, guys. It'll be completely polished.
We're working on that. We're working on that.
Yeah.
But
So let's talk about. I got called out. What? What are you laughing at?
January House says, wait, so you're not supposed to leave a shit in the storage until, when you leave, asking for a friend.
Yeah, I mean, that's the crazy part. Like, I mean, these comments,
Right?
it's like, and there came a point in time years ago where I'm like, okay, the heck with the comments,
Yeah.
right? I'd upload a video and be like, all right, if somebody's really paying attention, in the first 20 minutes of me uploading, I'll respond, I'll thumbs up or like, whatever you do these days. But it's crazy. Like,
So we thought that we would just, we do have some other videos that are made, like storage units,
Yeah,
garage sales,
you're gonna
reselling,
see
like
these
that
videos
sort
and
of
you're like,
stuff.
oh,
But
dude, like you didn't even skip a beat.
we kind of feel
Because
like
here's the thing.
once a week or something, maybe just doing a talk show.
Yeah,
Maybe just
because here's the thing.
doing
This is an issue, and I'll tell you about this. This happened back in March, right? I was done with the whole YouTube thing. I'm like, all right, right. But I was so used to filming videos, right? I was just so used to filming these videos for you guys every day. Like it's craziness. I wake up and go, "Where's my camera? Let me film this."
Yeah.
And I filmed these things for months.
Yeah.
But I just never, for whatever reason, felt like I needed to edit the video anymore because that takes time, and it takes a lot of time, believe it or not.
Yeah, it really does.
And I'm like, I don't have time right now. I mean, again, going back to that, if there's some compensation, sure. But now I've made my mind up where I'm like, you know what? I've got the videos. I'm just going to edit them, be done with them, and move forward.
Yeah.
And we'll just, where we go is where we go. If there's no money with AdSense, which
there's not.
I'm
at
accepting
the moment,
right now.
So.
Here's the thing. First time in 9 years, last month, we got $0 from YouTube.
Yeah.
On the 21st or 22nd, whatever they pay out.
Yeah.
And I was like, what a slap in the face, right? But you know what? It's corporate America. That's how it works.
That's how it is.
Right?
So,
nobody remembers. Nobody watches.
We're old school,
Yeah,
I guess.
But
we're not young
I watched that and I was like, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
900 videos. Actually, there's 1,300 videos. I've taken 400 videos down.
Wow.
And that's what's scary. But
yeah.
moving past with all that, the topics, we got these topics.
You got topics, and we know that, what did you say? Did you say Luis was doing
Yeah, and we got to pump it out
so
because I know
we said
Luis,
that we are not
reseller,
gonna...
Callie, reseller Luis doing auction night, and I want to be a part of that too, to watch. So we're gonna bump these out.
We're gonna make sure that we get
But
to the
let's
topics
talk about,
and get done before Luis.
I don't know when you know what?
We won't get to all of them.
I wrote down this one here, right? And this
Okay.
one's interesting because you were with me, and I want you to tell people what happened. We went to a garage sale, and they called me out. She called me out.
Okay. So
I'm like, what are you doing?
I'm not gonna look at the comments for a second. So
I'm like, what are you doing? Why?
okay, so here's what happens, right? It was a Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
It was Saturday. It was a Saturday. Okay. So Mike says, hey, I saw this garage sale going on. It looked like there was some sports stuff there. You want to ride up with me? I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. So we get dressed. We go up to this garage sale. He's stoked because this sports stuff that he was looking at was still there. So he's like looking at that, going through that stuff, right? And I'm kind of looking around the rest of the garage sale. And I think that's him. Is that him over there, the guy looking at the sports stuff? And the other guy's like, yeah. And so I'm like, okay, well, this happens. People recognize me.
Yeah.
They never recognize me. No one ever recognizes me.
But here's the thing.
That's okay. I'm all right with that. I'm not saying recognize me. But so I go to Mike. I'm like, oh, I think they know who you are. Like, I heard this, so just telling you. Well, okay, so we make a deal, and that's going to be a video, I think. You're going to talk about that, but so I'm not going to spoil that. But
yeah,
so we make a deal.
We make this deal, right?
Whatever.
And we buy this stuff, and I'll probably put out the video tomorrow because now we're on a schedule. We got to make YouTube videos.
Right.
But I need to get this out first so I can explain to you before you see the video. So we do this deal,
yeah.
and you come back in the car, and you're like, yeah, this woman was saying something, and I'm like, and we really couldn't hear what it was.
Yeah, it was like, how you're not really paying attention, but you just sort of overhear the muffling. But so I didn't.
And then there's faces and people pointing.
Yeah,
and
so
like,
I didn't truly get it. Mike did his deal, and we get in the car.
Hey,
and
again,
it's like,
not like I'm famous or anything like that, but people do approach me. And
no, it's happened.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
And
people are respectful, right?
But so I was like, oh, it was, whatever. Okay.
So I
don't think anything of it.
I mean, I know this sounds crazy the way we're talking right now, like we're celebrities.
No, I don't mean
I've watched videos where people oh my God,
I don't mean
they
it like that
recognize
at
me
all.
in Vegas, and I'm like, dude, no.
No, I don't mean it like that at all. No, it was just like, it does happen from time to time.
Yeah.
So we get in the car, we're talking a little bit about it. We go on to the rest of our stuff.
Well, in the meantime,
Mike had given the guy your phone number, saying, hey, if you've got anything else, give me a call, shoot me a text,
bro.
whatever, right? That's dude, what you should do, right? So, okay, so the guy ends up texting
so he
you or
texts
calling
me,
you.
he's like, I got all this, because I'm like, okay, man cave room, like big. What are you doing?
I said I wasn't gonna look
She's
at
peeking.
I was peeking at the
Well,
comments.
just grab the phone.
All right, go ahead. No.
So anyway, so he messaged me because he realized the garage sale happened,
Yeah.
and a lot of his things didn't sell, and he wants game time with somebody, right? Because I was like, dude, here's my number, right? Now this person who just said these things, and I didn't know exactly what she said.
Yeah.
Until
this guy
texted me back. We work out this thing. I'm like, all right, dude, where are you? He's like 3 houses down.
Yeah.
Well, a little
3
farther.
blocks down or something. He's
So
a little ways down. Anyway,
I go over there.
So.
I go over there. He's drinking Bud Light at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, dude, I don't know, whatever, right? And he goes, I gotta ask you something. And I said, okay, what's that? He goes, one of the women that were there when you were there said, you know, I shouldn't say this stuff because you're gonna rip me off and make money off me.
Now, turns out this person was a customer who was there before we got there, who totally could have bought everything that we bought because she was there long before us.
She's obviously watching our videos.
And she knows who, at least
she's
who Mike is.
and saying this is that. So now she's...
But that kind of hurt my feelings. That kind of ticked me off. Like, why would she say that Mike's going to rip her off? If anybody's watched our videos... She said,
do not sell this to him. He is going to rip you off.
And he's going to resell it.
Yeah, he's going to rip you off and resell it. That's what she said.
Yeah. Well, we gave him what he asked for the product. And as a matter of fact, when you went to his house, there was some items that you purchased that he said, well, you know, you can have them for this price. And Mike said, I can't do that. And Mike gave him more than what the guy was asking.
I was showing him the stuff on eBay. I'm like, dude, because that's how I am. Like, okay, the best way I can describe this is that the comment she made was like in a garage sale environment, and to point out us and to sit there and tell these people, do not sell that to them. They are resellers, and they're going to make
jerk move, just jerky.
And I'm sitting there thinking, when I heard all this, I'm like, well, why didn't you buy this shit? What were you there for, right?
I was like, wow.
Were you there just to look for
what?
A bra for a quarter? I don't know. But if you're a reseller and you've watched my videos, your instincts would have done what I did, right? I would think.
I don't know. I just thought it was a really jerk move.
And I was like, you know what?
If you're watching, that was kind of a jerk move.
Yeah,
like,
but here's
if
the
you
thing.
think that, like, I don't know.
I don't think I'm ripping anybody off.
I don't even know who she was. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. We didn't hear about this till afterwards.
First off, here's the thing, right?
I thought it was
for all these years, 20 plus years, right? We go into these environments. We buy things. Okay? My golden rule is, how much? Oh, I don't know. Well, I'm not gonna wait until you freaking figure it out.
Yeah.
And I say again, just tell me how much.
Well,
I get the ball rolling then, right? Then some people get jittery. We've had that where people don't even respond, and we walk away and we give them our phone number and say, hey, figure it out.
Yeah.
Right? When you're ready, call us
later.
Because that number is important in the beginning. It's negotiating 101.
Right.
Right?
That's just business, right?
So if somebody
you have a starting point.
If somebody says, here's $100 for $2,000 of shit, okay, here.
All right.
Now there are times we've done it. We've done it many, many times where we're like, okay, $100. Well, you know what?
Yeah, we've negotiated.
Here's a little bit more. Here's a little bit more.
We've negotiated both ways. Sometimes they come in with and I mean, you all that do reselling, you know this, right? Sometimes somebody comes in with this like astronomical price, more than eBay prices, you know, and you're like,
and that's happening frequently lately.
It is really happening frequently, you know, but like, no, dude, I really can't do this. This is where I'd be at, you know, and then you'll lowball them, right? And hoping they'll come like to a consensus in the middle. Sometimes you walk away, sometimes you get it, you know. We have to make money. So our thing is, as long as the person is getting what they feel is a fair price and we're able to get it at a fair price so there's still some meat on the bone for us, it's a win-win. So I just thought that was a pretty...
Yeah, it was ignorant. It was very ignorant of her.
It was a crappy comment.
You know, this isn't the first time we've had people... I was banned from my Salvation Army for 3 months.
Yeah.
Remember that 3 years ago? She went into my Facebook group, which, by the way... Let me make a statement here really quickly and clearly. I understand there are people using the name Resellers Roundtable and they have a show, okay? Well, for people that don't know, that started a long time ago, okay? You know, and if those people want to use that name, great. It'd be nice if you mentioned some homage to it because there are people before people, right? That's all I'm going to say about that. I've been getting messages all day, like for a long time. Mike, you know, somebody else is using your name, Resellers Roundtable. Well, I guess that's really not my name, but like, I mean, I started this Facebook group. Again, if you're interested, you could join it. But it's like, I can't help it what people do. There are also people that use pig for profit. There's also people that put global voodoo in their tags. I mean, I can't control what others do, right? And I can't understand why somebody like this would sit there in a garage sale and just point me out and say he's
Well,
going to
okay.
rip you off.
Now, I don't know. Maybe this is the same person. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Apparently, this person says that we have a poor reputation in Arizona. I don't see
Well,
why.
I don't know why that is, because you know what? We've done more in Arizona than most other people have done. Do you understand how much?
I don't know why.
Here's the thing,
I don't know
right?
what we've done, but whatever.
Do you know how much money we've given to Goodwills? You people that go to the thrift stores, honestly, and this isn't being ignorant, right? But a lot of people that go thrifting, they're just buying our scraps. Do you understand that? Like, it's when they go thrifting in the Pinal County area, or if I hit a storage unit in Tucson or Phoenix, do you know how much stuff I donate?
Oh yeah.
Right? I know.
Lots of it.
And I don't even need a tax write-off because I don't need that. Right?
So I don't know
And
what that
and I know
means,
this,
but whatever.
But here's the thing: it's ignorance, right? I know what I've done, what we've done, right? You can't worry about what others do. You look at the comments like, oh, well, you're an asshole, dude. We helped homeless people.
Yeah.
I continue to help homeless people, and when people are going to see very soon, they'll call me out for that. I'm going to give away shit. I'm gonna go sit on the side of the road and give it away.
And that's the thing, right?
It doesn't matter.
People who have been following us know. I think I mean, how many times have we had people into our homes?
Look at in our homes, in our videos.
Oftentimes, against my better judgment, that
you've given people chances,
so whatever.
And you've been very, very accommodating towards that.
I feed
and they've
people,
all turned out to be psychos.
Well, yeah.
There's psychos out there, right? Like internet stalkers, right?
All right. Well, we're gonna move on.
All right. So that was that one topic. Like, what did you guys think? Like, imagine being called out, right? And the funny thing was, the guy that sold me this stuff, he sat there and he goes, well, he was just dumbfounded that somebody said that.
Yeah.
And then when he gave me the price and I gave him the money, he went back to his friends, remember?
Yeah.
And they said, do you know you sold him $1,000 worth of stuff? Sure. Yeah. But that was the price he came up with. And and nobody else came up. This was at what? 11:30, 12 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So why wasn't it cleared out?
Don't know.
He ended up calling me back. I went to his house. We bought more stuff.
Yeah.
Right? We have a great relationship now. He's got other things he wants to get rid of down the road. Mm-hmm. It works out. When he was ready to sell it, he sells it. But the back noise chatter shit, I mean, it's like,
yeah, I don't
why?
Know.
Right? If I watch somebody on YouTube, like now I've seen some of these videos. Let's just get here and we're going to go right off topic with this.
Okay.
I've seen these videos where these people legitimately have GoPros on, right? And their whole thing is just to rip these people off to get video views.
No,
it's
you
sickening.
showed me those. It's crazy.
Sickening. When the woman's like, well, this is my husband's, this is that. It means a lot to me. Well, ma'am, how much is that? I'm looking for 50. Would you do 5? Yeah, and then everybody's a keyword warrior watching the videos, right? Dude, look, that guy, dude. Yeah, you did it, bro. She's like, well, I could probably do 20. Oh man, I'm sorry. Can you do 750? And then they open up their wallets with their GoPros on, and they got $500 in there.
Yeah.
And they do it for video views. It's sickening.
I think that's taking advantage of somebody.
It's sickening. And everybody watches it. These videos get lots of views. Yeah. Where people come in and they beat people up.
I guess we're
99% of the time.
I don't know whatever people think, but I don't think we're that big of an asshole.
But here's the thing. I know when we go to garage sales, right? How often do you hear me negotiate?
Not very often.
Yep,
actually, not very often. You ask what the price is, and generally you'll buy it for that price.
I buy it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Because you know what? That's my game.
It's not very often.
All right,
not very often.
That was heated. That was a heated topic right there.
It was a little heated. So
let's talk about this.
All right.
All right. People are giving away their things on eBay. They're giving it away.
So,
some people are.
Is this the same, because this is a topic that, I mean, we've talked about extensively. Other YouTubers have talked about extensively, like that whole race to the bottom thing.
Yeah.
Is it the same? Is that,
No, it's a
is it
different.
Is it the
Well,
same?
it's
Like, what are
terrible right
you
now.
saying with
Well,
that?
here's the thing: is people right now are in freak out mode because they're like, what is going on eBay? I can't. I'm listing like a beast mic and things aren't selling. Well, let me just break it down for you really clearly, right? Many years in this business, many years with elections, first with a COVID, first with something like this, right?
Yeah.
So here's what's happening, and I'll talk about what I meant by that is that right now things are slow, right? Because people aren't figuring out, they're like, what do we do, right? You got COVID, you've got unemployment, you've got people that are going, I'm not spending anything until I figure out what's happening with the Trump and the Biden, right? They really are. That's what they've done every 4 years leading up, right? It's a slow period, okay? And there's desperation comes then where people are like, oh my God, I can lower prices, do this, is that, right? Nothing's selling, and everybody's crying online. This is that. This is very, very normal. Don't be afraid of it. Engage it. Understand it. Now, if you need to understand, like, well, Mike, I need to pay my rent. Well, then you got to do what you got to do.
Well, on the one hand, wouldn't this be a good time to start sniping some stuff off of
Oh,
eBay?
it is unbelievable right now.
If
To
you've
buy,
got the money,
if
this
you've got
would
money,
be a good time for it,
you
wouldn't
could
it?
buy anything. And again, when you do the snipe deal, when you buy, these are calculated buys, man. Like you're this ninja, like this CIA agent that comes in and sees the data. When you once that goes through your brain that you can do that for a living,
Yeah.
or even if it's just make an extra $500 a month, that you could be CIA snipe.
Yeah.
You come in and snipe. All right, I know what that is. Boom. Yeah. It happens every day, thousands of times by professionals.
So are you saying that right now what's happening, you feel like it's worse just because of the uncertainty with like COVID and things like that, do you think?
Yeah, there's uncertainty. Don't worry about the slow sales, okay? The sales will come once the presidency's figured out, right? People are going to go back into the game and buy, right? But right now we are facing three major problems as a reseller on eBay or Amazon,
Okay.
and that is the COVID craziness, okay?
Yeah.
That is the unemployment, which is higher than normal.
Yeah.
All right.
True.
And then you have an election. Okay. People are uncertain. So don't look at that going, what am I doing wrong? Okay. When the first thing people do when they say, what am I doing wrong? They lower their prices.
Yeah.
I watch people on YouTube, they list their item, 30% off immediately.
Before it's even had a chance at full price?
It's at full price, but that their strategy is let's just keep using the eBay Markdown Manager, and
Wait,
they're so.
I don't. Okay.
Okay.
Can
So
you back up? Because apparently I'm a little stupid tonight. But so I've got my widget.
Widget 1.
Okay.
Beer can 305.
Okay.
This is Santan Brewery, by the way.
So I post my widget.
Mm-hmm.
And like, 2
What
seconds
price?
now
What
it's
price?
live. Okay, $10. Let's
$10.
just say. Okay,
Yep.
just go easy. $10
You just
for my
listed
widget.
it. Just
I just
listed
listed it. And then I automatically go in and put that at 30% off. So now it's $7.
Yep, you're putting it at $7 within the same day. You're putting in that you're so used to create a discount for people that's the wrong mentality right now. It's the wrong mentality. We haven't listed.
So it hasn't even been up for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm putting it on sale for 30% off.
And there's some sellers out there that go, it works, right? Create the discount on the item, right? Now there's people that go, well, let me price it higher so I can create the 30% discount
to
or 50%
get the price that I want.
to get the price I want.
Yeah.
That's just all nonsense. That's way overthinking eBay, right? You price it on what it's worth, right? That's the way I do it. Price it what it's worth, okay? But these people are giving away money. We haven't run a sale in our eBay store since March. I said this months ago in a live stream. Stop marking down your shit, right? Price your stuff accordingly. When you hit the submit button on eBay for your item, make sure right there it's competitive price.
Yeah.
Why fart around? Why mess around and
can
go,
see-
well, I'm going to hold off for another $30.
I can
But the market
see
shows
if,
it only sells for $50.
like 30 days from now, maybe 60 days from now, 90 days
Yeah.
it's been sitting,
Mhm.
whatever.
Sure.
Because that sort of depends too, I think. If you have a higher ticket item, like you with the concert shirts, right? If you have a higher ticket item like that, that's something that is going to be a long tail item. It's going to have to have the
certain
right
items.
buyer for. But in your head, isn't there a certain amount of time you say, okay, you know what? It's been X amount of time, whatever it is for that particular item.
You can have that.
I'm going to go ahead and do a 20% off sale maybe for a week, and then if nothing,
Yeah.
if it doesn't flop, then pop it back to the original
But here's
price.
the thing: what a lot of people don't understand about eBay is when you list your item and you look at it a day later, 3 days later, 15 days later, if it's not something that's really hot to try
Yeah.
and sells immediately,
Yeah.
you might have 15, 20 views. That's it. That's nothing.
Yeah.
A lot of those are bots on eBay just looking at your shit, right? And you're giving away money. You're giving it away. You're giving away the sale, right? Now, again, depending on your store level, this is that, right?
Yeah.
If you're constantly giving off 20, 30%, you're losing 30% of your revenue every year.
On top of the 30% that you're getting taken out for fees and whatnot.
And people don't get that. People
Shipping,
think,
you know.
now again, the
So
only
now
way this
you're
works.
down to you've only gotten 40%. I know. When you're done, right? If you get it at 30% off for your sale, right? Then you've got roughly, let's say 30% goes out for fees and shipping and whatnot, let's say. So now you've lost 60%. So on a $100 item, you're now down to $40.
Yeah, but you're happy you got the money. I understand
But
the turn and burn.
who knows what you, now if you're somebody that has a very slim profit margin, you could potentially be making just $5. Was it worth it for $5?
Here's the thing, right? We've talked about this over and over and over on this channel, right? Some people don't understand when I say, look at how much ROI I got in this item, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you hear it, then there's all this other noise. Well, I work on a 10% margin. Well, then you know what? That's even more scarier because our margins are so high.
Our margins are
it's
high.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't think we could live off of a 10% margin.
No, no way. I mean, that's just foolish. You're just losing
couldn't do
money.
it.
Like if that's, and we, you know, it's a different business model on Amazon a little
Everybody's
bit.
different, right?
But here's the thing. Stop, and this is the takeaway tonight. If you have an eBay store, stop running sales. I have not ran a sale since March. And I'm doing just fine on eBay. Multiple accounts. I haven't run a sale. I said, you know what? I'm done. I'm not running sales. Right? I'm not going to give away my shit anymore. My shit's precious. Right?
Exactly.
But
That
these
we've
price
talked about
points,
that before. Fast nickel versus slow dime.
Sure.
You know?
These price points we have, the price when I list it at that price, that's where the price point is for that. Period.
Sure.
And I'm not going. I'll go lower if I have to at some point.
Yeah.
But you know what? Since March of this year, COVID craziness,
Yeah.
this is that. I have not run one sale on. I haven't even run an eBay sale in the store.
Wow. All right. We had said that we were going to be done in time for Luis. We don't want to take people from him. So
But
we're down to 7 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
But I want that to just drill into some people's heads, right? Like, stop giving away your stuff. Now, if it's something that's really not, like, desirable, I watched an auction today on YouTube, right? People think that, like, you could just auction off VHS, $5 plus shipping. Nobody wants it, right? If you have items that are like that nobody wants, there's nothing that can be done about that. You just, you got to look at your store.
Look at what
is this stuff desirable? Like, is this have proven sell-through rates? Is this something that have keywords?
And you never
Do you have
know.
watchers right away, right?
That's the hard thing, I think, personally.
In the beginning,
it's
it
hard
is,
to
but
know what people want.
But the thing is if you can build an eBay store, right, with proven items, and not run a sale, right? Just imagine that 30%, if that's or 20%, whatever sale you're running, that's what you're losing every year right now.
Yeah.
Stop worrying about I have no sales. They will come, right?
Yeah.
I've said this since day one. eBay is this. When they land on your page, they land on your listing, is when they buy.
Yeah. Josie says, she hasn't done sales, but she found that by adding more item specific, she was ranking better. The more specific she was in her description, the better.
I'm just throwing it out there for you guys that want to listen for a little bit. It's worked for me. Just breathe in, breathe out. Right now is a terrible time to be. Our numbers are down 20%.
Things are bad all over just because I think COVID, I think there's uncertainty with the election. There's all kinds of stuff. We have 5 minutes. So
I get it. We're going to get there.
One more topic.
I just want to stress that home.
Have a hard time shutting up.
I know. I just want to stress this home that just stop. Believe in your product. Believe that it'll sell. Don't adjust your price. Just mark my words, right?
Yeah.
I said this 5 months ago. 2 people came back to me in the comments and said, dude, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's not about being right or wrong. It's just stop giving it away.
Just straight talk, just like Louis says, straight facts,
I got 2 more things real quick.
I totally know that Mike and I have a hard time shutting up. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Here's the thing, okay? Right? We live in the great country we do, America,
We do.
right? A
We
lot of
do.
history, a lot of opportunity, right? We're literally buying people's shit and selling it, make a living. Okay.
That's gonna be a quick topic.
Well, I mean, when I'm ready to be done, I'll be done.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm making mean.
You kind of were mean there.
Well, no, I just
You told me to keep you on.
I know.
On a schedule. So I'm
what is
doing
so
that.
wrong about being proud of your country? What is so wrong about, what shit's going on, guys? Yeah, we understand it, right? But you know what? If you can't wake up and feel the American in you, then you know what? Yeah, you want something else. I wake up every day. I wake up every day and proud to be an American.
So
I've seen so much this year, and I've seen it years before, anti-American, anti-this, right? You know what? Those people are, you know what? Mark my words. This is where it gets raw. These people are fucking losers.
Oh.
Okay? Seriously. Okay?
Well,
you need, if you're living in this country, you have a home, whether you don't have a home, whether you're going, I mean, I'm barely making it. This dream is feasible for everybody.
With hard work, everyone has the opportunity.
Yeah. We're not living half the hog. We don't have $1 million home, right? But our structure is different.
Mm-hmm.
We work. You work for what you get. Okay?
So I want to share something. Can I share something on this topic? Well, actually, that happened today. I know I have very little time.
I'm going to count you down.
You can count me down. I will be quick. I promise.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
no, I do. It's on this topic.
Yeah.
It's on this topic, actually. So my students are learning about the Bill of Rights. Today, I introduced them to the first 10 amendments, the Bill of Rights, right? And we went through what each and every one of them meant. And we talked about it in context. So, for example, you have the amendment, no quartering of soldiers, no housing soldiers, right? And so we talked about in context of how that happened because back in the Revolutionary War, King George, they would take over the homes and things like that. So we kind of talked about how that came out. And one of the things that they had to do today was make a poster. So after we talked about the amendments, and we had a really good discussion, as a matter of fact, the kids brought up the protests, because of course they see it on TV,
Philadelphia's a rock right now.
And
dude, it's just a disaster.
So they brought up the protests when
Running
we were
over
talking about free speech. Because, and the right to a peaceful assembly, your First Amendment right. And how free speech doesn't mean you have the right to endanger someone. For example, you can't yell fire in a theater, that type of thing, right? And the right to peacefully assemble. And so the kids were like, but there's people on TV that then shouldn't they be arrested because what they're doing isn't peaceful? Now, these are from the mouths of 10-year-olds. They're like, I see people and they're breaking into these buildings and they're stealing stuff, Miss Franco. Why aren't they getting arrested then? And boy, does that put me as a teacher in a tricky spot, because my philosophy as a teacher is my children should never know what my political views are. That is not my place to give them my political point of view. My place is to give them the facts, to give them both sides to an argument if they ask about it.
Fair and balanced.
And that's it, right?
Fair and balanced as best you can.
So I said, well, that certainly makes sense. What would be an example of peaceful? I said, and they said, well, they could just be marching down the street with signs.
Smoking pot and listening to Jimi Hendrix. That worked in the 60s, didn't it?
That kind of stuff. I said, you're right, that would be peaceful. What are they doing that makes it not peaceful? I said, so that's, I just thought it was really interesting. One of the things, the right to bear arms, we talked about how sometimes some people want that to be taken out, that they say that that's not, it's outdated. And the kid said, but then how will we protect our homes, Miss Franco? And I said, well, that is the argument. And so every time we were going through one of the amendments, I did not put that in their heads. I did not say anything. It's
amazing that they're asking these questions. 10
years old, they're asking me this, but what about, And so then the final thing is they have to create a poster. They had to pick one amendment that they felt was
But do you see how if you were being slanted to the right or left at some point, right, that you can totally manipulate them.
Yeah.
And you don't do that. I know you don't do that.
No.
But the thing is here, this rant of being this American, right? This is the greatest country in the world, period, right? And a lot of people shit on this country every day. They shit on it when I open a Facebook. I don't even want to go on Facebook anymore. It's a disaster zone. Disaster zone. Social media is a disaster zone. Everything about it. It's great, brings people together, but then when you see the shit, you're like, dude, what was going on here?
So I really thought that was interesting. I'm sorry. I just thought that was really like, these 10-year-olds really took this seriously. And to be honest with you, I had a better conversation because we're back in person now. I had a better conversation and a civil conversation with a room full of 10-year-olds than I have with adults in the past 6 months, I think.
Yeah, here's the thing. It's just reselling. If it's reselling you're doing or whatever you're doing, give it your all. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Right? Why not? No matter what your circumstances, whether it's, oh my God, I can't walk anymore. I got to probably have hip surgery or something. I mean, I'm not giving up. I'm not going to cry to the world. Why? Oh, this, that. We live in the greatest place in the world.
We do.
And people that can't respect the president, listen, when Obama was there, I was rooting him on. Did I believe everything he said? No, I didn't.
No, but right? I think that's the thing. The respect for the presidency, the respect for the institution,
they shit on
right?
So I'm gonna end it with this, right? The other day, well, it's been weeks, right? I drive in our little town here. I like our little town. Mm-hmm. There's a sign that says Trump. Mm-hmm. Okay, and there's signs that say Biden, other signs.
Yeah.
And I see spray painted black BLM, Black Lives Matter on it. I'm furious.
Yeah.
It could have said F you Mike on it. It could have said whatever.
Whatever. The fact that they defaced it.
They defaced it.
Right.
And I thought, okay, do my patriots out here in my town I live in, will they see me? Because I shared it.
Yeah,
in
you did.
This chat thing. And people dropped me, and they were the most ignorant things I've ever read in my life.
Yeah.
Where I said, listen, is this right? And I saw these people leaving these comments, and people said, oh, we're going to go piss on that next. We're going to go burn this. And I'm like, you people have lost your minds. Mm-hmm. Why you're living in this state, in this country, I have no idea why. You are lost. You are confused.
And I can understand, this is a really, really charged political scene this year. And Mike and I have talked a lot about it because there are a lot of things that the current president does that I don't agree with. There are a lot of things that other presidents have done that I don't agree with. But I don't feel that it is right to disrespect the institution, to not show respect. People just don't show any respect,
right? I mean, it's like this with every little thing. If you break down every little thing on social media, it's all like this. Crybabies. Right? Yeah. That want to just stir something. And it's very hard to look at that. And I want to end this here. We had all these other topics.
I know. Well, I guess we're going to have to do two this week.
We'll do it. But here's the thing, right? Like, I just want to stress, if you're living in America here, right, and you're reselling, you have so much opportunity. Mm-hmm. If I was to even spit it out of my mouth right now, how much money we've made at reselling, it would be freaking mind-blowing to some people.
Well, people know for all this time that you've been on YouTube, that's been your job.
Yeah, this is my job. This is our job. I'm 44, right? 20 years of reselling, right?
Yeah.
There's ups and downs. This is that. I never gave up. I just kept going forward with it all, guys. And then, because why? To pay the bills, to support the family, right?
Right.
To be better off than when it was. I quit a job. I quit a 6-figure job to do this. Mm-hmm. And within a certain period of time, like the job didn't exist. Right? So anybody can do this reselling thing. But you got to just, at some point, you got to put the grind in, the work ethic. Mm-hmm. And at some point, you just got to fucking believe in America. America's giving this opportunity.
Yeah.
Every time you go to the thrift store, why did they leave this for me here? Louis Vuitton bag.
Yeah.
It was a gift from God, a gift from America, right? Why is it you went to the garage sale? They didn't know.
Guess
or
not.
They came up with the price.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. Well, a lot of times, you know what? Maybe I should start saying that. Maybe that's what my video should be. When I buy things at garage sales or estate sales or storage units, and take a moment and say, thank you for blessing me with the goodness.
Maybe.
Because it happens all the time when you're searching for it.
It does. And sometimes when you're not searching for it.
Yeah.
Sometimes in the most unexpected
Yeah.
places.
So that'll end tonight's show, guys. I appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed this video, like this off-the-cuff stuff, hit the thumbs up button, no doubt. If you want to check out the auction with Kelly Reseller Louise and Lady Antiques.
Yeah. Oh, is she on with them?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
I
so,
didn't
yeah.
realize that. Oh, yay.
But we
Nancy's
appreciate
on.
you guys, and just want to let you know we didn't disappear. We got a lot of videos coming here, but we're going to be doing things on, like, mostly my term, you know, and just some free-spirited stuff, thoughts of the mind.
Not always reselling related.
You know, soon next week, maybe it'll be Thursday. UFOs.
Or she's just modding tonight.
UFOs, JFK. I mean,
Ooh.
just something we can all talk about.
Ooh.
Pass the time. So with that being said, thanks guys for watching. We'll catch you later.
Bye.
Bye everybody. How do you turn this off?
I don't know.
See,
Your
they changed,
phone.
I know, but they changed that shit.